was hard to figure out why I was chosen to only have a single mother. I know that she was able to raise 2 children on her own, and she did it very strongly. My mother was in the military. She was a sensation, and dance is a huge part of our lifestyle. Me, my brother, and her all dance. My mom had to take a break from working. I was working to have funds to take care of myself for the last 6 months of high school. When my mom did stop working, I wanted to help her out. I didn't want to see her suffer. I didn't want to see her having to stress. So I felt like I had part of an obligation to help her. We had to move from Bayou Vista, and we lived in a hotel for 3 months. And then from there, we moved to Morgan City, and that's when everything started to transition into the not-so-fantasy lifestyle anymore. I had an aunt, and that was the middle sister. Her name was Cheryl, and she passed from pancreatic cancer. When that happened, it was hard for everyone to overcome. I was in the room with her when she passed. My mother was still strong. She still remained in her faith, and I was able to also be strong during that time period. But in December, when we were living in Morgan City, that's when she moved to Mississippi. There's not a specific reason. It kind of was just God's plan at the time. It was frustrating. It was hurtful. Sometimes, even today, I still have a lot of anger. I felt like, at times, it was my fault. I can't always just say, oh, this happened for this reason or that happened for that reason, but I know there is a reason. And later on through life, I see that there was a reason she had to leave me. I had to learn how to be strong for myself. I had to learn how to go after for what I wanted. Everything that glitters isn't gold. You know, you have to work for what you want and go through things to get to a place that you can call success. 6 months ago, I did have to move in with some family friends. I call them my foster family. I did move in December, so I currently live with them, and it has definitely been a roller coaster, but a good roller coaster. I found out about the Glenn Armentor Pay It Forward Scholarship of Excellence from my guidance counselor, Miss Felicia Henry. And one day I went into her office just to speak with her about some local scholarships, and she immediately told me, she was like, Destiny, you definitely need to do this one. He has a story. He has a story just like you. He has an inspiring story. I printed out the application and I saw it. I was like, this is so simple to do and could be so life-changing, and it was for me. The phone call was, oh my gosh, I sweat a lot, so of course I started sweating buckets, but when I heard his voice, I was so relieved. He was like, hi, this is Mr. Glenn Armentor with Pay It Forward. And I was like, I got my scholarship. And I was just grateful to God. I was grateful to the people who supported me. It wasn't something small. It was a big blessing. It was a big miracle, and it opened the door for other blessings, so I'm eternally grateful. This scholarship will change my life. Has already changed my life, not only because of the financial aspect, but because he's doing good service. He's doing good deeds, you know? People can just easily write off a check, but he's inspiring people to want to do something better for themselves. He came from something that wasn't great. His story, his life was a challenge, but he made something of himself. I know that I can go to school now, and I have that challenge and the drive and the push to make people proud.